Welcome to Twisted Recipes by Poonam. Today what we are going to do, we are going to bake bread. But this bread is not those normal bread, normal garlic bread. It's going to be a bubble bread. So a new kind of bread we are going to learn today. So let's see what are the things that are required. This is the filling, which is about 150 grams of mozzarella cheese, which has been sprinkled. I have sprinkled a lot of Italian seasoning on that, about 2 and a half tablespoons. Then in this recipe we can use either one big egg, a large egg, in the recipe at room temperature, or you can do is the substitute is using flaxseed. So the proportion of flaxseed powder would be 1 teaspoon of flaxseed powder in 3 teaspoons of warm water. So it's kept over here. It's going to take about 10 minutes for it to rise. And then here we have half teaspoon of salt. We have half cup of sugar, half cup of oil, and our yeast is there for rising, which was 2 teaspoons and 1/4 teaspoon of yeast in 1 cup of warm water. So it's kept over here for rising. We have 6 tablespoons of melted butter, which we'll be needing for brushing our rolls. And here is our flour, which is about 4 cups. That is equal to half kg of maida. So first we are going to take is 1 cup of flour. This is sieved flour. This is sieved. I have already sieved it. So we're going to take 1 cup of this flour, put it over here, and we are going to add the rest of the sugar in this, the oil, the garlic powder, the salt, and flaxseed is yet to be done. So we'll wait for another 2 minutes. Then we'll be putting the flaxseed in this, the flaxseed liquid, and then we'll be beating it with a beater till the time the mixture becomes very smooth. Then we are going to knead the dough. And when we are kneading the dough, we are going to use the yeast. See, the yeast has started blooming. Another 5 minutes, it'll bloom. I've added the flaxseed liquid to this. Now I'm going to beat it for around 5 minutes till the mixture becomes smooth. Our mix is perfectly alright. What you have to do, I forgot to tell you, while beating this mix, you will be adding half cup of warm milk in this before you beat it. So we've beaten it now. Now we are going to add it in this flour, and we are going to knead the dough. We are going to knead for 6 to 8 minutes. Added the mixture. Now I'll be adding the fully bloomed yeast in this, and then I'll be kneading the dough. After adding the mixture, your mixture will be this sticky. So what we are going to do, we are going to add 1/4 cup of maida to this. So it will become a little more manageable. So apply oil on your hand, and then you can knead the dough nicely. Won't be a very neat dough. It will be still a sticky one. But what we are going to do, it's soft right now, tender. So we are going to cover it with a cling film, and we are going to keep it in a warm place for at least an hour. Then we are going to do the bread making after that. The exact shape will be given after an hour. Here, after an hour, the dough has risen this much. Now we're going to punch it nicely. And what we're going to do, after punching, we are going to make small balls with these. Very small balls we are going to make with these. And we are going to brush them with the oregano and butter. We are going to brush them, and then we are going to keep it again for rising for 20 minutes. After that, we are going to mix the cheese and again with a little more butter, and we are going to sprinkle it over those balls. So let me do this. I'll show you how to go about it then further. Here I've made these small balls, and I'm going to make more with the whole dough and line up the whole tray. And you can take a bigger tray also. You can get a square tray. It is up to you what kind of tray you want to take. This tray has been greased with oil. So I'm going to make these balls which have to be close to each other. And then I'm going to brush it with the oregano and the butter. And I'm going to keep it for rising for 20 minutes. After that, I'm going to garnish it again. So let me do this, and then I'll show you the next step also. Done with the balls. Now what we're going to do, we are going to apply butter and oregano mix on the balls liberally, and then we are going to keep it for rising for another 20 minutes. So it's been 20 minutes now. Now we're going to brush it with the cheese and the butter mixture. So let me do that, then I'll show it to you. Then we'll keep it for baking, and we have to preheat the oven at 180 degrees for 10 minutes before we put this back for baking. Yeah, now this is the mixture which is ready for the garnishing, which has cheese, the mozzarella cheese, and the Italian mix, spice mix, and the coriander and the butter. So we are going to garnish it with this. I have taken Amul butter, the salted one. So that is the reason I have not added more salt to this. Here the tray is ready. We have garnished the bubble bread with the cheese and the butter mix with coriander. So now we are going to put it in the oven at 180 degrees for 20-25 minutes. So let's do that, and then I'll show you the end result for the bubble bread. So here the bubble bread is completely ready. So you can just have a look at it, how closely the balls were placed and how the cheese has melted. It's all over the place, and mere 20 minutes the bubble bread was completely ready. So do try it, and if you like it, do subscribe, share, and like the channel. Thank you so much.